Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here with just an eye tutorial. I know I've been doing, what is this? I'm like out of breath. I just ran downstairs to take the dogs out to go potty. One of them refused to listen. Anyway, it's just one of those days. It's one of those days where like I have scatterbrain. Anyway, today I'm here with just an eye tutorial. I know lately I've been doing a lot of get ready with me's and I know it's not a cup of tea for a lot of you. So what I decided to do instead this week is just an eye tutorial. But if you guys know me at all, you know that I love color. I prefer using color. I love using color. I think color makes me happy. So when I got this, when I opened it, I was like, have my prayers been answered? What is this? This is like every single color of the rainbow in one palette. This is like if Lisa Frank got into the makeup industry, she would have done something like this. Like this would have been her first creation ever. This is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I'm not sure if this is limited edition. I will include an annotation once I do my research better. I'm actually not planning on reviewing this palette at all because let's be honest, most people that wear makeup, if I could open it, most people that wear makeup aren't like, oh yeah, I need this like bright egg yolk yellow color all over my lids. Like most people aren't like that. So I'm not gonna get into this palette at all. It reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette, like a lot. The only difference between this one and this one is you can't find this one anymore, and this one actually has a wheel with neutrals in the middle. This one does not. This one's just like wham bam, just the rainbow. This other one over here has the neutrals. So that's probably the only disadvantage out of this palette. But let's be honest, if you're watching YouTube, you got stuff to work with, right? Anyway, so I wanted to give this palette a whirl, but I also wanted to show you guys another sneak peek of something else that may be approaching your near future if you're a panda fan and you like this little community. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave that there for a minute so you guys can think about it. And if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Let's go ahead and get started. I already primed my eye using Benefit's Stay Don't Stray, which is kind of that color that you see right there. And then what I'm gonna do, and this is a little different, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette and the shade Calavera. That's this bright yellow. You guys, I have this problem with like really colorful palettes because I always want to use like the brightest color in the palette ever. Like when I saw that yellow, I was like, that looks like egg yolk. I want that on my eye. I don't know if regular people have those thoughts. I'm just taking a giant E40 from Sigma, and that shade, that bright yellow shade, it's a matte yellow. It's like a canary color, and that's gonna be my transition shade. How I got this idea, honestly, I have no idea. I just knew I wanted to use this palette, and I also wanted to use another eyeshadow that's kind of still a secret, but I still wanted to use it because you know how that, no, never mind. So just apply that yellow as your transition shade. Don't be shy, it's not a big deal. It's just a beautiful, happy color. There's a reason happy faces are this color, right? I know I'm right. Now I'm gonna go in with just a regular shader brush and the shade Hatter. That's this beautiful Kelly green, and that is gonna go all over the lid. On the lid, Dani, but the color you have on your lid isn't a Kelly green. Oh, well this is just the base. So we're gonna go in with this beautiful Kelly green all over the lid, and you wanna take your time so that you don't have a big mess. These eyeshadows don't have a lot of fallout. They're Urban Decay formula, and you know how like Urban Decay formula is more creamy than powdery. So you don't have a lot of fallout, but when you're working with really bright colors, you still wanna take, you know, extra precautions so you don't make a mess. I already have a little bit of it falling on my face. Then go back in with that blending brush in case you got a little crazy like I did. Then take a smaller blending brush and we're gonna go into the color 100. That's this color here. And you can't really tell, it's a really, really dark hunter green, but it's metallic. Honestly, on my eyes, it just looks like a gray, like a dark charcoal gray. And I'm literally just putting it right in this area. I just want it for minimal effect, just minimal effect. You can't really tell, can you see? It's just basically like a little tiny shadow. So I'm gonna apply it like that, and then I'm gonna go in with my blending brush and just kind of buff it out. You don't want any lines. Just buff it out, buff it out, buff it out. Now take that same shader brush that we used for the Kelly Green and dip it back into 100. That's that dark color. And we're gonna just gently run that along the lower lash line. Don't get too crazy. It's just so that the lower lash line isn't naked, but we really don't want too much going on down there because the eyelid is already pretty intense. So just like a really quick kind of like swipe through, and that's it. Now, are you guys ready for the magic? We're gonna go in with just a regular shader brush. We're going to take a beautiful emerald duochrome magicness of the unicorn gods that you will be able to find out about in due time. Spray it with some Fix Plus. Not too much though, I kind of wet that a little bit too much. We're just gonna roll with it. And then we're going to pack this on the lid. Can you guys see that? Right, okay, so let's just go in. This color actually doesn't need a base. You don't need to lay down a dark base. You don't need to lay down a turquoise base. You don't need to lay down any sort of base. I would say an eye primer is always a good idea, especially those with oily skin. But it does not need a base. It's fully pigmented on its own. I just wanted an excuse to use the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. And I was like, well, yellow and green, of course I want to look like a cockatiel. That's a cockatiel, right? So just pack that onto the lid, and that's it. That's it. Like literally that's it. Now we just need to put on some mascara and eyeliner. Like not even wing liner, just regular eyeliner. Now I'm going to take a black pencil, and you know where that goes, you guys. It goes in the tight line and the waterline. And thankfully I'm not filming on a Sunday, which means I don't have to go to church with this part of face on. But you know, you could always go in with a lighter color. You could even go in with like a turquoise just to add extra dimension. But I feel like with something this intense, you want to be even more intense. Like, I mean, if you're gonna go this way, you might as well go all the way. And the very last step is mascara. I don't even need to tell you which mascara this is, because you guys already know. This is basically the only mascara I'm going to use for the rest of my whole entire life. So if It Cosmetics ever discontinues it, I would probably cry. Or I would go into the mascara business and develop it. It is so good, you guys. It is so, so good. One coat and you have perfect lashes. 2 coats and you have like bomb, sexy, clubbing, dancing, wedding, special event lashes. If you guys aren't about the life of false lashes, like if you're scared to put them on, you don't know how, you're just not about that life, you're like, no, thank you, I like it real, then this is the mascara for you, because it's a great everyday mascara. You don't have to do 2 coats to achieve normal mascara look. One coat looks like if you did 3 coats of a regular mascara. And then if you do 2 coats, it literally looks like you put in individuals into your lashes, like individual lashes. It makes them a lot thicker and longer. And I think my favorite thing about it, besides the ease of use and how convenient it is to achieve drama, is that it doesn't burn. It's one of those mascaras that when you go in to wash your face and remove your makeup, it falls off almost like in little bits, like little chunks. So it peels off of your lashes. It doesn't do that whole cry face, you know, like the black smear down here. It just falls off in like pieces of mascara. It's pretty cool. And that is it for this eye tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know most people don't go like, hey, I want this egg yolk yellow all over my lids. But if you guys aren't strangers to this channel, you guys know we're all about the bright, happy colored life. So really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys recreate any looks or do anything related to this little community that we have going on here, don't forget to tag me on Twitter or Instagram so that we can chat, say hi, and see how beautiful you look with egg yolk yellow on your eyeballs. Anyway, like always, all of these products will be listed in the description box below, along with details on my nails, other stuff on my face, my shirt, whatever, all that stuff is always listed and linked in the description box below. And like always, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!